So I'm gonna explain about a little bit background of MISC Berhad. So basically, MIC Berhad is founded in 1968 as a Malaysia International Shipping Corporation Berhad before change the name to MISC Berhad on their 25th anniversary. So the office MIC are based at 25th floor of Menara Daya Bumi in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia on Jalan Sultan Hishamuddin. Next, Petronas is the company largest shareholder that MISC Berhad have and the most significant shareholder. And the last one is a business activity at MISC is include ship ownership, operation, other shipping related such as ownership and operation of routing production facilities, marine repair, marine communication, and engineering. Next, we move to the next slide, which is MISC logo. So I'm gonna explain the detail about MISC logo. What's the meaning of logo draw? Logo draw is energy from the natural strength of fluidity of the ocean. Meanwhile, the blue sea bed at the base represents the solid foundation upon which MISC is built. Above it, dynamic wave depicts the energy that drives the company forward with momentum and confidence. Beside that, the continuous rise of the wave reflects of the company growth ambition and to consistently push themselves to provide better solution for the customer and stakeholder. That's all from me. I'm gonna pass to Erin to explain her point.
Next, I will explain more about the mission, vision, and objective of this company. The mission is to exceed our customers' expectations, to promote individual and team excellence among our employees, furthermore, to make a positive difference in the life of our communities, to be environmentally conscious and to conduct business responsibly, and lastly, to create long-term value for our investors.
Okay, next, I will show the specialty of MISC Transportation. MISC is now the world's largest single LNG liquefied natural gas fleet owner and operator with 29 LNG ships. Next, through its wholly owned subsidiary AET, MISC is also one of the leading global tanker operators and the second largest owner-operator of Aframax tankers in the world. It counts amongst its customers the major oil companies and is the premier lightering operators in the US Gulf. MISC's crude oil and 5 product sales petroleum tankers of between 6,000 deadweight tonnage to 13,000 DWT. Each carry crude oil, unleaded gasoline, gas oils, and jet fuel. The third specialty is MISC has also ventured into offshore business, offering customers a full scope of offshore floating facility service from design to operations. Lastly, MISC also freight vegetable oil and chemical products with major trading routes that include Southeast Asia, the Far East, Middle East, Europe, the Indian subcontinent, and the Americas.
Okay, next is the effect of COVID-19 in MISC. As we see now, this is where the situation throughout the COVID-19 pandemic is. So, it has been proven that COVID-19 has a very profound impact on the transportation industry. In 2019, the situation was still stable because it was still early since the emergence of COVID-19. However, in 2020, the situation became worse for many who were infected with the epidemic. This caused the infection rate to persist and reach a critical level. MISC employees face a very high risk of infection, and this is a weakness where MISC cannot guarantee 100% safety to its employees. Therefore, they need to be physically and mentally strong to continue shipping operation with the new challenges. Moreover, due to COVID-19 also raised MISC's petroleum segment recorded a loss of 4.3 million. This is because at that time, individuals did not buy oil as they could not get out due to roadblocks and the commencement of standard operating procedure which everyone would follow. Therefore, MISC takes precautionary measures to keep its employees safe despite being in close contact with customers throughout its operation.
Next, I will explain more about the solutions to the problem. Firstly, the next stage of our long-term strategy is to transition to a low-carbon future. Long-term decarbonization trends present both risks and opportunities. Changes in oil market fundamentals and rising environmental activism pose the greatest risk to our industry post-COVID-19. This, however, presents opportunities for industry players to maintain or reinvent our roles in the energy value chain by adapting to this changing landscape. Secondly, the trend toward greener ships expected to accelerate as the industry works toward the meeting the IMO 2050 goal of reducing greenhouse gas emissions from international shipping by at least 15% by 2050 compared to 2008 levels. Lastly, MISC also continues with a proven secure income strategy. It concentrates on project execution and delivery while preparing for market recovery. We had no idea that as we near the end of our MISC 2020 journey, we would face yet another oil price slump. This time, accompanied by an unprecedented health economic crisis.
In this report, we can conclude that MISC Berhad is a very big shipping company, and every big company must have a very good strategy to improve and sustain their business in the future. Our recommendation is, when we talk about shipping company, it will relate to import and export, and company like MISC Berhad in Malaysia must improvise and increase the number of productivity so that it can increase nation of GNP. For example, increase the number of services. As our third last Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib said, we should meet more people who does something to our country and not to be someone who under somebody. This can be made only when our residents in Malaysia have the knowledge and the quality of making something new. Furthermore, when MISC Berhad must realize that they cannot rely on the oil and gas business, they must plan to make other services such as ship repairing, shipbuilding, etc. This reason is petroleum in this world somehow will be finished, and if it occurs, MISC Berhad will not survive if they rely in ONG business only.
In conclusion, MISC is taking continuously steps in controlling the risk it faces throughout the COVID-19 dynamics, as it is a priority to ensure the safety of its employees. Thus, without cooperation between parties, it is not possible to resolve the difficulties encountered quickly. Therefore, MISC is united and moving forward together, facing and creating new strategies for the future.